What do you got in the bags there, sir?
Oh, just backpacking gear.
Yeah, just for security. It's a bad fight, so.
Oh, okay. You want to take
anything? You got anything like sharp on you, anything like that, or no?
Closest thing would be my multi-tool.
You got a multi-tool?
Yeah, it's in the top hedge if you want to see it.
Okay. So again, what are you doing in here? Just let me.
I was just gonna ride through. If something's going on, I'm not even gonna bother, to be honest.
Yeah. So I for security reasons, just pick it up.
It is time for another attempt at a stealth camping overnighter. Different spot this time than all the other ones. This is a place I've actually passed through before as part of my Trans-Canada Trail adventures. And it seems like a really great place to try and stealth camp. So we're heading there. We're 0 for 2 on stealth camps and getting discovered over the last couple trips. Last one I had to bail out on entirely, so we'll see how this one goes. Are we gonna break the curse and actually successfully get through a night without anybody finding me? Or are we gonna go for the hat trick and go 0 for 3? I love this time of year because all the leaves start changing. You get some really nice colors. The bugs start to go away, but there's still enough foliage to keep you hidden when you're trying to hide in the bush to camp. I think there might be like 1 or 2 stretches of road where I kind of have to ride on an unpaved shoulder, but that is why we are rocking the all-terrain board today. On the other side of the road here is where our luck runs out, and I don't have any sidewalk, so looks like we might be carrying for a hot minute. All right, let's see what kind of scrub we're working with here. Oh yeah. I don't think we can ride, but we can at least pull it through here. All right. Slow and steady wins the race, I guess. There's a narrow paved shoulder here that I can walk up, but this bush is too overgrown for me to ride down it, so. Oh, some kind of traffic jam up ahead. I think this lane has widened enough for me to ride on it. Oh. I do hate riding right next to traffic, but hopefully all these numpties are paying attention. Modern drivers being as bad as they are, I don't have the greatest of confidence. Was there an accident or something? Yeah, someone pulled over on the shoulder there. I don't know what the heck's going on. Well, these guys are getting in my way by driving on the shoulder. Time to go all-terrain mode, I guess. I have no idea what's going on here. I pay attention because any one of these guys could suddenly decide to pull off onto the shoulder here to do a U-E. Sir, is the road blocked off over there? Or?
For road traffic, but pedestrian traffic can go in.
Would I be allowed on this?
Come in, sir. What are you trying to do?
Go through.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, thank you. Have a good one.
What do you got in the bags there, sir?
Oh, just backpacking gear.
Yeah, just for security. It's a bad fight, so.
Oh, okay. You want to take off?
You got anything like sharp on you, anything like that, or no?
Closest thing would be my multi-tool.
You got a multi-tool?
Yeah, it's in the top hedge if you want to see it.
Okay. So again, what are you doing in here? Just let me. Like,
I was just gonna ride through. If something's going on, I'm not even gonna bother, to be honest.
yeah. So I for security reasons, just because I even got a bunch of equipment. I'm not saying like anything, but it just might be best if you want to ride somewhere else today.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Sir.
No worries. Go ahead. Of course, I would pick the one day that there's some crazy event happening there, to the point where the officer was worried about me having a multi-tool in my pack. So I think we're going to play it smart and not risk going to that area. Let me go back the way I came here and figure myself out, I guess. All right. I ain't a quitter, so I got somewhere else lined up that we're gonna go spend the night. So first, I'm gonna swap batteries here. All right. Let's blow this pop stand. Take back anything nice I ever said about Google Maps routing, man. It always takes me on really stupid routes. I just came through all that nastiness, nowhere to ride, nowhere to even like carry the board. So I didn't realize that my route would take me past this, but I've spotted these here before. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 ID buses all parked at this Volkswagen Group building, getting ready for customer deliveries, presumably, because these haven't started being delivered yet. And I really want to build a camper van with these things. All right, now this is the type of trail I'm talking about. Okay. Almost at our backup spot. The return trip has been a heck of a lot worse in terms of rideability and getting up there. So I'm on this trail and there's nice clean entry into the woods here. If I go too far, I get close to some people's property, and maybe this will be a good stealth camp spot. So let's go investigating. All right, so let's grab my board. Make sure no one's coming and start waltzing in back here. See what we can find. Yeah, my board's getting caught up in everything. I don't see any well-worn trails, so I don't think anybody really comes back here. But I gotta put enough distance between me and the trail, while also maintaining enough distance between me and houses. I see a trail right there, so we gotta go further in. Yeah, nope, we're heading back to the trail. I'm not the only one that thought this was a good place to set up camp. There's a tarp shelter set up back there, so probably a homeless gentleman set up back there. A, I don't want to encroach on his space, and B, definitely not safe for me to set up anywhere nearby. Okay, so I came from this way. Trail comes around, swings to the left here. So there's this dirt trail here. Let me go explore what's down this way. So I followed this trail all the way to its natural conclusion, but it just leads to the marsh here, and right next to a bunch of standing water. And based on what I could see in here, I don't think the bugs have quite died off for the year yet. So, and there's not really anywhere to set up a tent back in here either. It's all some pretty thick reeds, so I'm gonna backtrack to where I left my board. It's a nice little detour though, but I don't know how much more exploring I can really do in the day here, because we're getting long in the day. Let's see what's going on back in here. Yeah, clearly people have come through here, probably because of fishing, because there's water that leads out to the lake back here, so presumably that's why people are coming back in here. Not seeing too much in the way of garbage, so the people that do come back in here seem to treat it pretty respectfully, at least from what I've seen so far. Yeah, seems like someone's fishing hole. And the further I go back here, I think it's just gonna get super marshy, and like it's super thick. There's nowhere for me to set up unless I stomp all this down. But with my tiny tent, it just doesn't seem wise. All right, let's get back to my board here. Well, it's getting long in the day, and yeah, I figure maybe we'll stow the camping idea for now, and I'll just park up here in a nice little spot here, and just cook up some food for now and then head home. I think that's a plan. Hopefully I'm not setting up on an anthill, as I seem to have a very bad habit of doing here. Okay, you can rest right there. You can rest right there. Okay. Yeah, impromptu ride and cook, I guess. Oh, that's better. I wasn't thinking, but riding around on that with a big ass backpack really takes a lot out of you, especially through these like off-road trails. If this wasn't on a main trail, this would be a good place to set up, because you know, nice flat open area with soft soil to get my tent pegs into. But this trail looks so well traveled that no, it's we're not gonna risk going for the hat trick here, which would almost be guaranteed. We're like 100 meters off of a main paved bike trail, so. But as long as we're not doing anything against the rules, like stopping and cooking up a quick lunch on the gas stove, no reason we can't post up here for a little bit. So I got a new 3D print that I started including in my backpacking kit. You know how I have the gas canisters for my gas stove? A lot of the times, especially like right here on this uneven ground, with the pot and everything on top of the stove, like that's got a lot of verticality and a high center of gravity, and it makes it very, very easy to topple over, which I've done a couple times. So I 3D printed this a while ago, but now I'm actually keeping this in my kit. And that's a little fold-out 3D printed stand for the gas canister to sit on. Right, so like that. And that makes it much more stable when it's sitting on the ground. It's 3D printed in solid ABS, and I started actually selling prints of these on my website. Link in the description. I'll put the weight up on the screen. I don't remember what it is, but it's pretty down there. And I actually have quite a lot of things that I'm adding to my online shop that are 3D printed. Really useful tools for like everyday carry and backpacking and camping, like the stand here. As the holidays approach, it's a great way to help out this channel, and also gives you some really interesting and unique and actually useful gifts for people. So I'm running a campaign right now, free shipping for any orders over $100. go. So boil. Use my other pot as kind of a heat sheath. Put in my soup base. This is the Ichiban ramen, and it's the vegetable stuff. I actually really like their vegetable ramen. It is really good. And I sweat quite a bit today riding around trying to figure out what the frick I'm doing. So get some salt into me, replenish those electrolytes. So yeah, I talked about it a bit in a recent video, but I'll go a bit more in depth on my random almost 2-month absence. So I skipped, I think, a week or two, and then I made a video where I said that I needed a break, and then I basically disappeared for almost 2 months. I have been making videos almost every week for quite a few years now. I've been pouring a lot of effort into this channel to try and grow it, and it's just not going anywhere. Those of you who do watch, thank you. I do appreciate you guys. But this channel just never really got to the point that I wanted it to. And so putting all that effort, all that money into all those DIY projects, like the electric GT snow racer build that I put a pause on, and you know, spending money to go and do these backpacking trips on my electric skateboard, which requires me to book a day or two off of work. And the more of the TCT I complete, the further I have to go to pick up where I left off. And then there's the fact that just all of my trips, this one included, as you guys saw, with the cops blocking off the entrance to the area I needed to go to, every frickin' trip, something goes wrong. Either I get found when I'm trying to stealth camp, or in this specific case, heavy police presence in some kind of crazy event when I go to camp, or I suffer critical breakdowns. It just got to the point where it really burned me out, and I never thought I'd get to this point, but I was actually starting to get a little depressed about the channel. And I know from you guys who are just casual viewers, it's like, whatever, it's YouTube, right? I have full-time employment. It's not like I rely on it financially. But when you put your heart and soul into something like that, and it doesn't grow for like almost 2 years, it really starts to wear on you. And I'd like to think, pretty high resistance to feeling burnout, but even me, I was starting to feel pretty bummed out over the whole thing. So eventually I was just like, you know what, I need to take a break, because what had happened was I was planning a trip, and I was in the mindset of like, oh, what's gonna go wrong this time? And I realized that was a really bad mindset to be in when I'm trying to film myself having fun and produce something entertaining for you guys. So I had to take a break. I had to put a pause on it. And then I went on that Halifax trip. That was the first video I made in, I think it was like 6 weeks. And yeah, I really needed that 2 weeks in Halifax. No work, nothing, just bumming around, going places with my wife. And it really kind of reset the whole sense of dread with the YouTube thing. So now that I'm back and getting back into the swing of things, now we're back at it. And it scared me, because I never get to the point where I abandon something for that long. Usually I take like a week or two break, and then I'm re-energized. So it was really concerning to me how long it affected me for. And I'm really glad that break got me back into the swing of things, because that was really starting to worry me. Because like even today, right, I go out, and as soon as I saw that cop blocking the intersection, I'm like, there it is. There's the problem that's going to happen on this trip. But thankfully, due to some insurance screwery, we're actually getting some insurance back on the Leaf very soon, which means we'll have 2 cars again. So not only can I go on camping trips with the car, but also I can use the Leaf and make some content with it, because I haven't really done too much in the way of content with the Leaf. Oh. And yeah, I want to get to a point where my trips actually go through, because whenever I go out with these things, it's like, at this point, it's pretty much a guarantee something's gonna go wrong. Entertaining for you guys, I'm sure, but no bueno for me. I'm the kind of guy that needs a plan before I go out, and as soon as that plan veers off in another direction because something goes wrong, that makes me very uncomfortable. Oh. Well, that's about it for this one, guys. Oh, just what are the odds, man? The day I decide to come and do this, there's some special event going on at the area I went to go stealth camp. Oh. Sorry I didn't get to camp, but hopefully sometime soon. Alright, see yous.